Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Hezonja, and it's Campazzo in at the 1 spot. Here's the break. Here's Musa. And here is Hezonja to the inside. Pass to Campazzo. Parker with the steal. Here's Medu. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And now, here's Hezonja. Fires the three. Out left to the wing. Here's Musa. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now, here's Satoransky. Not a lot of room. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Campazzo. They set the pick. Here he goes. 6 on the shot clock. Oh!
Goodness. That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Hernan Gomez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, he's in there battling, and Willie likes contact. Doesn't back down, draws the foul.
And so he hits both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
The 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Parker outside. From deep. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Here's Campazzo. Satoransky covering. Out to the right wing. Here's Musa. No good on the 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Beyond the arc. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Campazzo, the pass to Musa. And he drives in. And nothing is falling for him right now. Musa's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. It's an 8-point differential. Here's Garuba, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Hernan Gomez a screen to the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
1:09 left to play in the first. Musa with the bucket.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
They get it back. Satoransky in the corner. Off target from three-point range. Here's Campazzo. Satoransky covering. Hezonja with the ball. From down in the low post, it goes. Hezonja's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They set the pick. Satoransky the pass to Medu. Here's Garuba. Hernan Gomez covering. Inside. Stolen by Satoransky. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by 3. And the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Here's Huey. There's the triple. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Left side, Anderson. Pass to Laprovitola. Here is Vesely. And Vesely slams it in.
And they're just doomed if they keep letting them post up like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Down low, here's Full. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Huey. To the inside, and it's denied. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Ibaka for 3. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Huey. Scoreless thus far. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Laprovitola. Pass to Anderson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Out to Ibaka. Takes the 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Defended by Anderson. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
So he gets them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Laprovitola. Hasn't made one yet. Count it. Good.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Fall. There's 1:54 left here in the second. Here's Laprovitola. The kick out to Anderson. Offline with his three.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
It's tipped. This one for three. And no good that time. Here's Deck. Ibaka looking for an opening. Pass to Deck. Shot clock at 6. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. It's deflected. 32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. There's the pick. Inside, Fall. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Ibaka outside. Jacks up a three. Good on the triple. Ibaka's got 8 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
The three from Anderson. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose a lack of execution defensively. We all know defense is boring, but you don't get far without it.
I disagree with you, big fella.
That'll do it for our show.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. They've got Metu. Odin Gomez out there with Parker. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. Nailed from three-point land. Satoransky's got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
He got his Onya, and it's Tavares in at the center. Pass to Azania. Driving to the basket and finish off by Hazonia.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Metu is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the point. Here's Tavares, and they pick up 2. Tavares has got his first bucket of the night. A tight game here in Cleveland. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. To the paint. Here's Metu. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Here's Campazzo. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Back to Satoransky. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Satoransky. 4 on the shot clock. And finish off by Hernan Gomez.
Oh, with determination. Key characteristic when you watch Willie play.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Azania. Here's Garuba. Hernan Gomez covering.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Musa. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Out to the right wing. Here's Satoransky, and the layup's good off the glass. Satoransky's got 5 points now in the quarter.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. Three-pointer. A shot off that time. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Knocks down the three ball.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Here's Musa. Puts up a three. Azania's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
1:52 left to play in the third. For three. A shot by Satoransky, no good.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Medu's got 7 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness. Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Now, here's Satoransky. Guarded closer.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Medu can't hit.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Satoransky, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops.
Line for two. Satoransky.
He's perfect from the line this time. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Campazzo, the pass to Musa. Connects from three-point range. He's got 9.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Really left alone that time.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. Satoransky looking around. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. They're up by 9. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Here's Huey, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Pass to Vesely. Screen by Ibaka. Makes it off the glass.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Defended by Anderson. Clock at 6. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
And he banks in the layup.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Huey. Pass to Depp. Takes a three. Huey, the pass to Deck. For the three. And he's good on the three ball.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
And a slam dunk by Vesely.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Ibaka outside. Five on the clock. Unloads. Fall with the rebound. And even 3-on-3 break. And here's Anderson from the arc. They grab their own miss. That one's not going to go. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Timeout, timeout.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Musa passes to Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. To tie it up. Cranes the three-pointer.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Now here's Satoransky. He's tightly guarded. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Satoransky. And that one drops for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up, got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Hezonja on the wing. It's money from deep.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
A clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick, size-wise.
Now, I'm talking just a little bit. He was giving up a lot of size there. But with a basket being so important to them, he didn't let it throw him off.
Here's Campazzo. Yes!
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Satoransky, the pass to Medu. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Big time bucket there.
And guys, you don't have to tell these fans how important that shot was.
Here's Campazzo. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
14 foul. Satoransky. Second personal foul. 14 foul.
.11 seconds left in the game. Musa. Oh, missed it.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that ties the game up.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Satoransky, the pass to Medu. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Here's Garuba. We've got Hezonja. And it's Garuba in a power forward. Campazzo, the pass to Musa. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
You know, that's using speed and quickness to combat size. By the time the defense reacts, it's far too late.
Here's Laprovitola. Pass to Fall. 5 to shoot. Inside. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Musa.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
They set the pick. There's the 3. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Driving the lane.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. To the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Medu's gone a nice 5 and 6 shooting from the field. Here's Campazzo. Yes, that goes in. And they're desperately trying to get this game back within reach.
And with very little time to spare.
There's a good screen. Sadaransky. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. The 3. The rebound by Madrid.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks to tie it up. He's off on that one. Here's Musa. Stolen by Sadaransky.
Musa. First personal foul. First team foul.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
Fires from way outside. Misses the shot. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great
Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. And the starting group for Athens. Jetty Osman out there with Omer Yurtseven. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward position. Here's Osman, just 3 to shoot. The three-pointer off the mark. Satoransky with it. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Hernan Gomez on the wing. And Metu pulls it down. Nunn defends. Pass to Parker from deep three-point land. That one no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Driving in after missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Hernan Gomez gets the bucket. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Covered by Satoransky. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Athens shooting their first free throws of the night right here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Pass to Parker. It's picked off. Excellent D there from Parker.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Gets the 3 to fall.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
On offense, here is Athens. Trailing by 2. Osman on the wing. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Satoransky outside. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. And it's Satoransky penetrating.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Down low. Here's Metu. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Hernan Gomez, the pass to Osman. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. To the inside. And he jams it home with authority.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. The 3 sends it home from three-point land. He has 7.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Covered by Satoransky. Pass to Yurtseven. Here's Nunn. This one for 3. Second shot opportunity, and he comes up with a bucket.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Here's Satoransky. Off target from three-point range. Athens leading by 3. On the attack, Nunn. Pass to Osman. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Nunn. Tries again. Satoransky pulls it in. And here's the fast break. Here's Parker. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB physical, get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. It's Athens leading by a point. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about Athens here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And for Athens, fires from deep. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. To the paint. Lays it up and banks it in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Fall. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Back to Brown. Pulls it. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Pass to Fall. Here's Vesely. To the inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Outside, Brown. And he drives in. Anderson covers. The 3 ball. Anderson pulls it down.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
The quick look, no good that time. Athens trails by 4. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, a chance to check out the upcoming schedule for Athens. On Wednesday, then on Monday, Athens shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes a first. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
There's a screen. Here's Vesely. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Fall. It's hauled in by Athens. For 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here they come with numbers in transition. 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's Athens with it, trailing by 2.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Down low. Oh, it's stolen. Pass to Brown. To the middle. That one's good. This game is all even. 6 points for him.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Minute 32 left in the half. Clock at 6. On target from range. Now it's a 3-point Athens lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Athens?
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. They get it back. Goes back up. Second chance shot. No good at the rim.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Inside. Out to the right wing. From the arc. Sinks it from distance. Athens trails by 3. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. From deep three-point range, the putback, and it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
All right, fellas. Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Willie Hernan-Gomez is out there with Chimezie Metu. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. And the ball goes out of play following the shot. A 3 off the inbound. He buries it from 3. He's got 6.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And for Athens, we've got Jetty Osman. Also a Marriott 7 out there. And it's Hernan-Gomez in at the small forward. Back to Hernan-Gomez. There's a screen by Metu. A deep 3. Satoransky shot is off. Athens trails by 8. From outside the arc. And Parker pulls it down. A score here would build the lead to double digits.
Yeah, they seem very much in control.
Here's Metu. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Metu's got 6 points.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Outside Nunn. Takes a 3. Connects from downtown.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Hernan-Gomez. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
You're 7 down low. Hernan-Gomez there. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Hernan-Gomez sets a screen. Here's Satoransky. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Here he goes. And he banks in the layup. Give him 8 points now.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Outside none. Here's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop. Off target at the rim. 1:58 left in the third quarter. To the inside. Metu. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Athens trails by 9. Here's Nunn. Banked it in off the glass. Nunn's got 10.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
1:25 left in the third. The rebound by Nunn. Pass to Yurtseven. Hernan Gomez on the wing. Here's Yurtseven. Here's Osman. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. That one's off. He's 4 for 9.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Athens trails by 7. Yurtseven a screen from downtown. Second chance effort. Drills it from deep.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
30 seconds left to play in the third. There's a screen by Metu. Sadaransky passes to Metu, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Covered by Sadaransky. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Fires the 3. No luck on that one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Leading by 6. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Substitution on the court.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And for Athens, lets it go from deep. The shot misses. Here's Fall. To the middle. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Off with the layup.
Nice contest. A high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Off target with the 3. Athens trails by 8. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Defended by Brown. Down low. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Anderson for 3. Hauled in by Brown. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Athens. It's a 3-point game. On the take. Nails the baby hook. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Left side Anderson. Pass to Fall. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Now here's Brown. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So both teams making some changes here. Covered by Saturansky. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Shot clock at 5. To tie it up. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now. He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Covered by Saturansky. And another miss by Athens.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Oh,
wow!
Real! That's what they came for. Wow.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Outside none. Covered by Saturansky. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Parker the screen. Metu, pass to Parker. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up by 9. He's perfect from the line this time. 56 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hernan Gomez. To end the run. Blocked! Takes the 3. Sinks the tray.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They get it again. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Saturansky. Hits a 3-pointer.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Three-pointer. Count it. Good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
That concludes the first.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. It's Athens facing the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtseven, and it's Osman in at the 4. Here's Garuba, pass to Tavares. Here's Musa, defended by none.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Lucas. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Campazzo. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Athens. Pass to Yurtseven. Knocked away. Out to the right wing. There's Lucas. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. Launches it. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lucas passes to Osman. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now here's Nunn. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. Rebound by Tavares.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Deck. Gets an open look and hits.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. There's Lucas, and it's blocked. And he recovers it. Yurtseven kicks to Hernan Gomez. Nunn looking around. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. It's hauled in by Athens. And here they come. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Pass to Musa. Puts up a 3. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. Here's Nunn. And that one is hammered home.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
There's the drive. Here's Musa, defended by Nunn. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why you settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Osman. Rebound by Tavares. 55 seconds left in the first. into the lane. A nice shot by Campazzo. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. There's Lucas. And it's off from three-point range.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range. What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Shot clock at 6. Athens needs to get a shot off. Osman, the pass to Hernan Gomez. A three-pointer, no good. Gets it off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Taking a look at Athens. He's covered by Brown. Drives to the hoop. And it goes down 2 points.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. He's covered by Brown. Over to the left wing. Ibaka for 3. It's good from long range. Ibaka's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Brown drops them both.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
No coverage that time. Athens trails by 4. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. On Tuesday and then on Wednesday.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Pass to Azania. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. Here's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
On the wing, Brown. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The tray. Another 3 for Athens.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Azania. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Fires Here's the three. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 5.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
1:41 left now here in the second. He's covered by Brown to the right side. And now here's Hazonia. He's guarded closer. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
1:10 left in the first half of basketball. Down low. It's tipped.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go for him. Finished off by Hazonia.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The rebound by Ibaka. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Brown with the bucket. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Leading by just 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Jack in at the 3. Osman kicks to none. Pass to Yurtsevin. Clock at 6. Back to none. That 3 off the mark. And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin, and it's Lucas in at the point. There's the screen. Musa passes to Garuba. Here's Musa. Over none. Musa can't hit.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Lucas passes to Yurtsevin. Here's Osman. No scoring in this one. That puts them in the lead. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Here's Campazzo. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Campazzo's got his second bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
None passes to Slukas. Misses in close. Here's Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Pass to depth. Going inside. Here's Tavares. Here's Musa. Count that one. Musa's got 11.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now, here's Nunn. Defense is right there. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Musa, defended by Nunn. Pass to Garuba. Cans it from downtown. Garuba's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And here is Hernan Gomez. Now Yurtsevin, still yet to score. Here's Osman. Rebound by Tavares. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Lucas, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 9.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Garuba, got a piece of it. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Pass to Musa. Here's the screen. Nunn grabs the board. Here's Hernan Gomez, and finished off by Hernan Gomez. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Musa. To the left side wing. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
It's tipped, and so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. And it's a completely new group for Athens. 35 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Over to the wing. From deep. And Garuba pulls it down. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. Three-pointer. Here's Tavares. The layup off target. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Up 1. We're going to step aside for just a second. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And that one, good.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
And for Athens, plays it up and banks it in.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Screen by Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Brown. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka with the screen on Brown. Back to Ibaka. Fast break. Here they come. Hazonia defending. A rebound by Hazonia.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Shoots the three. Ibaka outside. Pass to Hazonia. There's the triple. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The first free throw is good.
Number 44. 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Defended by none. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Ibaka, no luck. Athens trails by 4. Right wing from outside the arc. A rebound by Hazonia.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Yurtsevin with the rebound. Yurtsevin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. None passes to Slukas. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. That's tipped. There's Hazonia. Off target with his 3. Athens trails by 4. A 3-ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. And you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
The latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David. There's the pick. There's Slukas, and the rejection by Ibaka. Here's Garuba. Pass to Hazonia. Ibaka outside. Here's Garuba. And he jams it with authority.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside. Athens
moving the ball around. For 3. Here's Yurtsevin. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's Campazzo. To the middle. Here's Garuba. It's good.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Here's Hazonia, and finish off by Hazonia.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Slukas got it. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Musa. Launches it from deep. No good. And so they get the victory here at home. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end,
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Parker in at the 3. Count it.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And here's Satoransky. Campazzo with a steal. And he's all alone. The pull-up. And he gets the jumper to drop. Here's Satoransky. From the low block. It's good. Off the glass. About a minute into this first quarter. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Here's Campazzo, covered by Satoransky. Pass to Musa. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And Musa pulls it down.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
In transition. Here's Hernan Gomez. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Hezonja. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Campazzo. Nails it from 3. Campazzo's got 5 points.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen to the paint. And that one is hammered home.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Campazzo. 5 points in the game. To the wing on the left. Hezonja drains the triple.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Shots good by Satoransky.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Fires in the triple. He's got 5.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Garuba with a rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
To the wing, right side. A minute 20 left in the first. Back to Campazzo. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Old team foul. Bezonia. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:02 left in the first quarter here. Inside, Metu. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one. Here's Campazzo. He's got 7. There's a screen from Garuba to the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Parker passes to Metu. From behind the arc. Got a hand on it. Here's the teardrop. Basket counts. And a nice finish on the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. Knocks down the triple. Give him 8 points now. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Up 9. And we'll be back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
It's rebounded by Ibaka.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Lone opportunity.
Fires for 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Fall. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Right wing.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Outside, Anderson. Three-pointer. Deck with a rebound. Pass to Ibaka. Let's go with a 3. He can't get that one to fall. To the right side. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Goes up on the wing. He can't get it to go.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Lets it fly. A quick shot there. It's off target. It's tipped. It's Anderson on the wing. Drops in the 3. Anderson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Deck. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. And here's Ibaka to win the cold spell. Misses his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
To the inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
We've got 1:48 left in the first half of this game. And it's in there.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from them.
Hits the trifecta.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. 4-3. He drops it from range. He has 6.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Down low is Vesely. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Deck. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks down the long J.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Launches it. Kicks it out to Anderson. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Anderson covers. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
That'll do it for the first half. They're up by 8 and will return shortly.
The visiting team, 27. Please.
Looks like it's really coming together. Kenny, any advice for the potential participants?
Well, you try to stay loose.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the home team.
I've got to admit.
That's it for us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The visitors with the ball, trailing by 8. Here's Vesely. Shot from the low post is good. He's got 6.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Here's Campazzo, covered by Satoransky. Pass to Musa. To the middle. Here's Parker. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Garuba. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Hazonia. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pass to Satoransky. Here's Metu. To the inside. Parker. Fires the three. No good on the shot.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Old team foul. Campazzo. First personal foul. First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Hazonia. There's a screen from Garuba to the left wing. Clock at 6. Here's Campazzo, covered by Satoransky. Here's Hazonia. Pure from three-point range. Give him 8.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Here's Satoransky. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back.
Softly drops in the floater.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The three-pointer off the mark.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Shot's good by Satoransky.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Yes, it's good. Hernan Gomez has gotten 4 this quarter.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's Campazzo. 7 points in the game. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Garuba. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
27 seconds left in the third quarter. Sinks the tray. 15 points in the game.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Launches a 3. Not going to go that time.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
He was all alone on that one.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Here's Satoransky. That one's off. Still out of sync. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up 10. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. To the paint. There's the steal. Left side Anderson. From deep. They get the rebound. Beyond the arc. Goes up with it again. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And so he hits both. There's the drive. He got a piece of it. There's the triple. Fires in the triple.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Pass to Deck. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Anderson for 3, hits a 3-pointer.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they've battled back.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
And that one drops.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And here they come. Offensive rebound. This lead is up for grabs.
Yeah, each possession has an importance.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Vesely. Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
So it's the home team now. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Deck. Anderson covers. Just 4 to shoot. Now here's Ibaka. Puts up a 3. That one no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now. That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Here's Vesely. Knocked away. Ibaka with a steal. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Pass to Deck.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Anderson. He's guarded closely. The home team calls timeout.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops. Give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, and there's a chance to extend that right here.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And he dunks it home after the pick freed him up.
Yeah, they really need to double team him. The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
Here's Campazzo driving to the basket, and he gets it to go.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
And you know that's right. I mean, he's looking to put his stamp all over this game.
They set the pick. No good with a layup. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. And it's good.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Vesely. Five to shoot. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were...
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. We've got the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Hernan Gomez. He's out there with Parker. Medu is out there with Satoransky.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here's Osman. Drops in the layup for two.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And here is Yurtsevin. About a minute played so far here in the first. Nunn passes to Slukas. For the three. Doesn't go that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Satoransky finds Hernan Gomez. They set the screen to the paint. Defended by Nunn. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Nunn. And now Athens on the break. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Defended by Nunn. And the 3 off target. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Slukas passes to Yurtsevin. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. 3 on 3. Launches a 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Now Athens with it. Here's Osman. No good with the layup.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Satoransky. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Osman. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Offensive rebound to the wing right side. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Nunn. And it's Osman with the rebound.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Yurtsevin with it. Hernan Gomez on him. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game. A steal. And now Athens on the break. Here's Yurtsevin. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And it's Osman with the rebound.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Wasted no time on that one. He has 6.
Well, that's just poor transition defense. He's too good a shooter to leave open out there.
The rebound by Madrid. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. That one drops for him. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Hernan Gomez with a screen for Satoransky. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Here's Lucas. Here's Osman. Tries it again. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Athens ahead, up 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Athens.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside. And you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Osman in at the power forward. They've got Anderson, and it's Vesely with the 4. And then Vesely with the dunk.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
There's Lucas, and he gets the bucket. He has 7. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Athens. Aprovitola, no good.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Brown with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Abrinas. Nothing on the board. Pass to Fall. It's blocked, and it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Laprovitola. Gets the 3-pointer to Fall. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Intercepted. Anderson wide open, drills it from outside.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Brown deciding where to go with it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Athens, they've shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Brown. Down low. Shot's good by Laprovitola. Laprovitola's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And there's the drive. lays it up off the glass.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Pass to Anderson. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Athens. To the right side. Banked in off the glass. And Athens leads by 1. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness. You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Brown, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got 6 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Abrinas. Here's Laprovitola, and it's blocked by Brown. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Out to the wing. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
There's the pick to the inside, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
A three-pointer is right on target.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Abrinas with the bucket.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Brown inside. He has 6. Makes it off the glass. Brown's got 8 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Abrinas. Hits it from three-point range.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
32 seconds left in the first half. Back to Brown. Athens moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by Vesely. Pulls up. Out of bounds. Athens takes possession. Brown outside. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The visiting team, 33.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's none in at the 2. Here's Slukas, plays it up and banks it in. He's got 9.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
We've got Satoransky, Parker out there with Hernan Gomez, and it's Metu in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hernan Gomez with a screen on none, with the drive, good on the bucket. Now Athens with it. The lead is 2. Here's Osman. He has 7. Slukas, Satoransky covering, and it's in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Drills the three-pointer.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Osman. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 90 seconds now into the second half. Drives to the hoop. Satoransky, and he lays it straight in. Satoransky's got 5 now.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Nunn kicks to Osman. Slukas. Satoransky covering. And the 3 ball is good.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stat. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Back to Nunn. There's Slukas. Second chance effort. The rebound by Medu. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 16.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Slukas. Satoransky covering. Out to the right wing. There's Slukas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Lets it go with the 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. And here is Athens now. It's a 1-point game. Nunn passes to Osman. Back to Nunn. Slukas. Satoransky covering. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. 1:19 left here in the third quarter. Nobody near Parker. No good from outside. Slukas. Satoransky covering. Pass to Nunn. There's Slukas. Sinks the triple. And now a 4-point Athens lead.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Osman. The rebound by Medu. Medu's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
24 seconds left in the third quarter. There's Slukas. No good on the triple. To the left wing. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 21. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Gets it to go. That one good from Nunn.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Here's Medu. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Athens. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Substitution on the court.
They've got Anderson, and it's Vesely in at the power forward position. Back to Brown. From the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Provitola, no good. Provitola's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Petro misses the 3. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Anderson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
All the officials are all over that one.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Athens.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Anderson at the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Brown, right side. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. To the wing on the left. 5 on the clock. Athens with another miss. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
To the inside, Fung. And that one is stuffed right through.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. The kick out to Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
And it's a completely new group for Athens. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Vesely. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
Substitution on the court.
Now Athens with it. They trail by 1. Slukas. Satoransky covering. Pass to Osman. Stolen by Satoransky. Here's Medu. Hernan Gomez a screen. Defended by none. To the middle. Stolen away. There's 1:59 left here in the fourth quarter. Slukas passes to Yurtsevin. Hernan Gomez kicks to Yurtsevin. Just 5 to shoot. They set the pick. Here's Slukas. Athens with another miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Hernan Gomez passes to Satoransky. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Satoransky. Sweet little floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Hernan Gomez finds none. To Osman. Athens moving the ball around. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
There's Lucas. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
.32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Hernan Gomez to take the lead. Good!
That was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
To the paint, stolen by Yurchevin. And Metu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there. And it's all about the three right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an open.
It's Athens taking the W in this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hazonia in at the 3 slot. Here's Osman. Lets the 3 fly, and Hazonia pulls it down. Pass to Musa. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Athens. And they're on the run. Hey, here's none for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Here's Campazzo. And that's good. Off the glass that time.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Pass to Osman. And he makes it on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Hazonia. Here's Musa. None defends. There's a screen from Garuba. Shot clock at 6. Gets the 3 to fall.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Osman. Here's Nunn. Out left to the wing. Now you're at 7. Here's the 3. And Musa pulls it down. Nunn defends. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. There's the 3. And Campazzo missing.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Hernan Gomez, the pass to Osman. The layup off target.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Musa knocks down the long J.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Hernan Gomez, the pass to Yurtseven. Hernan Gomez inside. And another miss by Athens. Pass to Campazzo. Lets it go from deep. And there's 1:38 left to play in the first. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Minute 32 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Musa for 3.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Pass to Osman. Over to the wing. To halt the run. Nails it from 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Campazzo. Here's Garuba. Pass to Musa. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. Kept alive. Garuba with the bucket. Garuba's got 5.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
And so it's Athens with it. 4-point game. Here's Osman. Outside Nunn. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Azonia from outside the arc. On target from range.
I just love the ball movement.
There's 14 seconds left in the opening quarter. Osman passes to Yurtseven. Off target with the three. Here's Musa. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no...
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. They're up by 10. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And some changes here for Athens. Going inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Down low, goes up with it. It's intercepted. No good from outside. Athens trails by 12. Takes a three. Tries again. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul, first team.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And so he makes both from the line.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Pass to Ibaka. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Three-pointer, no good. And so it's Athens with it, trailing by 10.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out, keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Here's Deck, still without a bucket. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And several years ago, the NBA introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes is trying to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it, even if someone signs it and then gets traded, at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's huge.
Number 26, first personal foul, third team foul. At the line for the
First free throw is good.
Number 5, 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. It's a 13-point game. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Defended by Brown. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Deflects the pass. Just 5 on the clock. Offline with a 3. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Pass to Ibaka for three. It's hauled in by Athens. Brown with it. Releases from 15. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. 1:50 left in the second. Ibaka for three. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And there's the drive. 2 points. That one goes.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Count that one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Launches it. Knocks down the triple.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Screen by Deck. Ibaka, the pass to Deck. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Athens shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Number 40.
Athens trails by 10. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the middle. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Here's Deck. Fires the three, and the three-pointer goes. Deck's got 6 points. Brown looking around. Let's go with a three. So we conclude the first half. They lead by 13. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some. And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for Athens.
They're getting cooked.
Thanks for tuning in.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Omer Yurtseven out there with Cedi Osman. And it's Nunn in at the 2 spot. Here's Osman. Outside Nunn. The jumper from the wing off target.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at point. That shot is off. Athens trails by 13. And for Athens, Cedi Osman out there with Omer Yurtseven. And it's Nunn in at the 2.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Athens shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. Here's Campazzo. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the point. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He has 6.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And for Athens, we've got Omer Yurtseven, and it's Nunn in at the 2. Sends it home from 3-point land. Campazzo's got 5.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Osman takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Alan. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Hey, here's none for 3. And no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Launches it from deep. Musa, good.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to your 7. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. That one goes. Count it.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
This one for 3. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Sinks it from distance. He's got 9.
No defender within 5 feet of him. Just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Shoots from the right block. Doesn't go that time. Athens trails by 11. Here's none. It's tipped. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. There's 1:34 left in the third quarter here. Beyond the arc. The shot off that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Garuba. 5 points in the game.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to your 7. Hernan Gomez on the wing. From downtown, drops in the 3.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
There's 45 seconds left in the third.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. And so it's Athens with it, down by 12. The kick out to Nunn. Pass to your 7. 6 to shoot. Back to Nunn. 3-pointer. The shot won't fall. Nunn's gone just 1 of 5 from the floor. Here's Campazzo. Here's Hezonja. Back to Campazzo. Pass to Musa. 3-pointer. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up by 12. And right. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Defended by Brown. Pass to Deck. giving in. Here's Ibaka. Here's the three. It's not going to go for him.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And here's Brown. And the layup is good off the glass.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
From deep. The shot comes out. Athens trails by 10. And they're running. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Screen by Ibaka. Ball stolen. In transition, here they come. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. No good on the three.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
Out to the right wing. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the bucket is good.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for Brown.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Here's Musa. Nunn defends. Pass to Garuba. And he dunks it down.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
Second personal foul.
Athens trails by 8. Outside Nunn. From the arc. Drills it from deep.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Nunn, pass to Yurtsevens. Osman into the lane. And he banks in the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Garuba down low. Fires for three. No luck on that one. Ibaka against Yurtseven. Pass to Osman. Outside Nunn. The three. And again, it's Athens with the three.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Campazzo. Defended by Brown. There's a minute 12 left in the fourth. He buries it from three.
Just a painful blow right there. I mean, eyeing the lead, they give up a big triple.
And Athens calls time here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. The head coach for Athens had some instructions for his guys during the break. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pass to Musa. Takes the three. Here's Hezonja. The three. That shot missing. Outside, Brown. The three is up. And another miss by Athens. 2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Hey, here's none for three. He connects! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Here's Musa. It falls!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And so it's Athens with it. And here's Brown for three. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.